Hi friends, how are you all? So in this session, we will be solving a few numerical problems in order to get an idea about the methods of measuring national income. First of all, before we go into our discussion of practical problems, let us revise all the formulas which we have so far learnt. Okay, first of all, we learned the production method to calculate national income, right? Under this method, national income will be calculated based on the GDP MP. So here we calculated the value added by each and every sector, the primary, secondary and tertiary sector. The sum of all these gave the GDP at market price or gross value added at market price, which is also equal to the GDP at market price. Okay, then we came to the income method. Then we came to the income method. Under this method, the formula for national income is compensation of employees plus operating surplus plus mixed income of self-employed. This gives the aggregate of net domestic product at factor cost. From this, we were able to calculate national income. Okay. Then the third method was the expenditure method. Under the expenditure method, the formula was private final consumption expenditure plus government final consumption expenditure plus gross domestic capital formation plus net exports or exports minus imports. Don't confuse net exports as gross exports minus depreciation. It is export minus import. Okay. This gives the aggregate of GDP MP, and according to the golden rules, we were able to calculate national income. Now, what are the golden rules? Gross is equal to net plus depreciation. Okay, then national is equal to domestic plus NFIA or net factor income from abroad. This also is not growth factor income from abroad minus depreciation. It is factor income from abroad minus factor income to abroad. Then the third one is market price is equal to factor cost plus net indirect taxes. Market price is equal to factor cost plus net indirect taxes. Now, before we go into the practical bit, there is one more thing to know, which is gross national disposable income or GNDI. This is nothing but GNP at market price plus net current transfer from rest of the world. Okay, GNP-MP plus NCT-ROW gives gross national disposable income. And NCT-ROW also is not gross current transfer from rest of the world minus depreciation. Don't confuse with the golden rule. It is current transfers from rest of the world minus current transfers to rest of the world. There will be both in a country during a given period of time. Now let us discuss the first question. Calculate net value added at factor cost from the following data. Okay. Calculate net value added at factor cost. Here we have intermediate consumption, change in stock, and the values are also given. Net indirect taxes, sales, consumption of fixed capital or depreciation. Okay, and imports. Here we will be using the production method. Okay. Under production method, value added is equal to value of output minus intermediate consumption, right? And value of output, the thing is given by value of output V dot O is equal to sales plus change in stock. Delta means change. Sales plus change in stocks gives value of output minus intermediate consumption gives gross value added. So now let us take sales. Sales is given 500 and the denomination is rupees in lakhs. Okay, so sales is equal to VO is equal to 500, that is sales plus change in stock. Change in stock is actually closing stock minus opening stock, but we are not given closing stock and opening stock, we are given directly change in stock, which is 50. Okay, and value of output is equal to 500 plus 50, or the GVA will be equal to 550 in lakhs, LAC. Okay, 550 lakh. Now how do we calculate net value added at factor cost? Net value added at factor cost is nothing but NDPFC, which is the same as net value added at factor cost. This will be equal to GDPMP minus NIT minus depreciation. Okay, minus NIT minus depreciation. So how do we calculate? Net indirect taxes is given to be 70 lakhs and depreciation is given to be 20 lakhs. So the value of NDPFC or net value added at fixed cost is means factor cost will be equal to 550 minus 70 minus 20 lakh, which will be equal to 550 minus 90 lakh equal to rupees 460 lakh. So net value added at factor cost will be equal to 460 lakhs. How do we calculate? Sales is equal to 500 plus change in stock is equal to 50 gives gross value added is equal to 550 minus net indirect taxes 70 minus depreciation of 20 will give NVAFC. This is the first question we have for our discussion. Then now let us go to the second one. Calculate national income. Simple. Not simple, basic. Okay, so here we have, let's analyze this question. Government final consumption expenditure, net domestic capital formation. These terms are involved in which method? Of course, the expenditure method. According to the expenditure method, okay, we can write solution according to expenditure method. We need not write the whole formula. We can do it with reference to the question. Okay, you need not write the whole thing like this and all. We'll go to the question directly. Here we have private final consumption expenditure is equal to PFCE, and we have also have government final consumption expenditure plus net domestic capital formation plus net domestic capital formation plus depreciation. Okay, plus net domestic capital formation plus depreciation will give gross domestic capital formation plus net exports net exports is equal to GDP MP, and national income or NNPFC will be equal to GDP MP plus NFIA minus depreciation minus NIT. So this will be equal to private final consumption expenditure plus government final consumption expenditure plus net domestic capital formation. We are not going to write depreciation because we are going to minus this depreciation here. Net domestic capital formation plus net exports, okay, plus NFIA minus NIT. This will be the formula for national income which we are going to use in this question. Okay. So now let us take each and every figure. Right. Now let us take each and every figure one by one. Private final consumption expenditure is given as 600 crores equal to rupees 600 plus government final consumption expenditure. These expenditures will never be negative, okay. Will be rupees 300 plus net domestic capital formation is given as 150 plus 150 plus net factor in weight, net exports is equal to 50 plus NFIA. NFIA is minus 20 minus net indirect taxes, okay, minus net indirect taxes minus 90. Okay, so what did we calculate? Private final consumption expenditure plus government final consumption expenditure plus net domestic capital formation plus net exports minus net NFIA minus means plus NFIA minus net indirect taxes. So 600 plus 300 plus 150 plus 50 minus 20 minus 90. This will give 600 plus 300 900, 1050, 1100 minus 20 means 1090 gives rupees 1000 crores. Okay, this will be for our second question. Now we are going to the third question in our list. Calculate national income and private income. Calculate national income as well as private income from the following. So here we have wages and salaries. So no way, it is income method. Okay, we are using income method to come to the answer in this question. According to income method, NDPFC is equal to COE plus OS plus MI, and let us say wages and salaries. Okay, so it's equal to wages and salaries plus wages and salaries plus social security contribution by employers. This will also be included as a part of compensation of employees because this amount is paid to the employee by the employer. Okay, it is paid to the employee by the employer, though not as wages or salary. And so this will also be included, plus social security contribution by employer. Then we come to OS. In OS we have rent, interest, profit, net interest, profit. There is nothing else in OS here. Contribution plus rent plus interest plus profit, rent plus interest plus profit, and there is nothing about mixed income plus, so mixed income will be 0, we are not going to take it here. And what we have to calculate, we have to calculate national income. So NNPFC will be equal to NDPFC plus NFIA. So first of all, let us calculate NDPFC is equal to wages and salaries first. Wages and salaries is given in our manual as 600 in Arab, rupees in Arab. Okay, 600 plus social security contribution is given as 100. Social security contribution is 100 plus rent is given as 200, right? Plus interest will be rupees, how much, 300 plus profit is rupees 300 is equal to 600 plus 100 plus 200 plus 300 plus 300, 700, 900, 1200, 1500 crores. Means rupees 1500 Arab. So now with this we are adding net factor income from abroad. How net current transfers, let us take that. The net factor income from abroad in our question is 50. So NNPFC or national income is equal to 1500 plus 50 is equal to 1550. Sorry. This is net factor income paid to abroad. So there is nothing. Net factor income from factor income from abroad is 0 minus 50. Okay, so this will be 1500 minus 50, which will be equal to rupees 1450 Arab. Okay, because it is factor income paid to abroad, we are taking the negative sign while computing this or calculating national income. Okay, so how do we calculate private income? Here we are given government, means net domestic product at factor cost accruing to government, which is rupees 400. So private income is equal to NNPFC, no doubt, national income minus government share. I am writing government share only. Okay, factor income to government plus national debt interest, this is there, plus NDI plus net current transfer to abroad, means net current transfers from abroad is what we need to add. So minus net current transfers to abroad. Okay, this will give 1450 minus government share is accruing to government is nothing but 400 minus 400 plus national debt interest is 60 Arabs plus 60, and we also have transfer payments by government, so we should add that, plus here also plus transfer payment by government. So transfer payment by government is rupees means 70 Arabs plus 70, and finally we have net current transfers to abroad, which is 20 minus 20. Okay, so this will give 1500, 450 minus 400 is 1050 plus 7 1100, 1180 is equal to 1160 Arab. So this will be the value of private income. So this question is also over. Now coming to the next question. Okay, calculate national income and gross national disposable income. Okay, gross national disposable income. This is the first question in which we are encountering that one important topic. Okay, so calculate national income as well as gross national disposable income. So how do we proceed with this question? Net current transfers from abroad is given. Okay, we need this for gross national disposable income, wages and salaries. Okay, social security contribution by employer, same income method. So according to the income method, we are doing NDPFC is equal to wages and salaries plus social security contribution by employer. Then OS, how do we get OS? In OS we have rent, and profit has three parts. Either it can be distributed as dividend, or it can be undistributed profit or corporation tax. So plus rent plus dividend plus corporation tax plus retained earnings or undistributed profit plus interest. Interest is also there. Plus interest. Plus, do we have anything about mixed income? No, sir. So there is nothing of mixed income, so we are not writing it here. So this will be NDPFC, and with this we should add NFIA. Net factor income from abroad, though it is minus, so it will be factor income to abroad. Okay, now we will concentrate on the figures later. So this will be NNPFC is equal to NDPFC plus NFIA. Okay, now NDPFC, first let us calculate that one. Let us finish him off, right? Will be equal to wages and salaries. First of all, wages and salaries 1000 equal to 1000 plus social security contribution by employer, which is equal to 100, I think, right? 100 80 minutes. Okay, social security contribution by employer is 100,000 plus 100 plus corporation tax, undistributed profit, and all things we have to add. With this we are adding rent of rupees. Rent is how much? 300, right? Yeah, 300 plus 300 plus corporate tax is 50 and undistributed profit 60 plus dividend 200 plus interest 400 plus 50 plus 60 plus 200 plus 400. 50 plus 60 plus 200 plus 400, which will be equal to 1100, 1400, 1450, 1510, 1710, 2110, equal to 2110, and the denomination is rupees in crores. Rupees in crores, 2110 crores. So this will be NDPFC. Now with this we should add net factor income from abroad, which is minus 20. So NNPFC is equal to 2110 minus 20 is equal to rupees 2090 crores. This will be about national income. How do we calculate GNDI? GNDI is nothing but NNPFC plus depreciation plus NIT plus NCT ROW. It's nothing but, what did we get? 2090 plus depreciation. What is depreciation? Consumption of fixed capital is 120. 120 plus, and we have NIT of rupees 80, right? Plus 80, which we give GNPMP, plus net current transfers from abroad of minus 10. Minus 10 will be equal to 2009, 2210, 2290 is equal to rupees 2280 crores. So friends, this will be with a discussion on practical problems. I hope you have gathered an idea of national income accounting. So finally, thank you.